Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Obey. Thank you for stopping by the collection room. Today I'm taking a look at The Coven, some comic books by Awesome Comics, not a comic company I am terribly familiar with, but I have run across a great deal of Coven comics, and I generally pick them up. They're flashy, they're kind of cool looking. There's usually a lot of Liefeld work on there, hence this woman's extremely weird-shaped lower half. But you know what? I don't know. It's a product of its time. I love it. So what I got here is Coven #1, written by Loeb, Churchill, Raymond, Comic Craft. And you got Liefeld doing the covers. This was 1997. Who is the Coven? Phantom Spellcaster, Scratch, Black Mass, Phenomena. And literally it starts with Cain and Abel. And this art looks very, very McFarlane-ish. Like hyper detailed, scratchy, kind of dirty looking. Yeah, it's McFarlane. That's who it looks like to me. It just looks very Todd-ish. Is it going to say who's doing the actual inside panels? Let's see. Jeff Loeb and Ian Churchill, words and pictures. So that's who. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that like all comics tended to steer this way in the 90s just because stuff from Spawn, I mean, it redefined the era. See stuff like this all over in the late 90s. Yeah. And you can see how much of it is taking this like immensely darker tone. Of course, you're dealing with a comic called Coven, so, you know, it's probably what you're expecting. But it's just, I don't know. It just strikes me that there was a time when this was so unbelievably popular. Yeah, some of that looks really, really, like the art just looks so familiar. It looks right out of the pages of Spawn. And, oh, what was another book? The 10th. I loved the 10th. The 10th was all about that style of art as well. Just very, very scratchy and detailed and exaggerated and dark and dirty and just really cool. But you look at it now and it does look extremely dated. But it's a cool looking issue. I'm not sure where Awesome Comics was coming from at the time. Looks like it has some pretty strong ties to Image. Something Wicked This Way Comes. It's not over until I say it's over. Right? Fighting American. Not Captain at all. Anyway, that's just one cover. Because that's what's crazy about this book. Is it had like a crap ton of covers. Boom. Different cover, same exact issue, which I'm fine with, I guess. It's a little weird now thinking about it. How many of these issues have like, you know, 10 covers? Modern comics will have so many covers. It's just nuts. But it is what it is. Flip through the same book numerous times. I guess if you were a completist, you'd want to collect all of them. These kind of just came in a lot all together. So for me, it wasn't like a hunt them all down, like all the covers. It was just, that's how they come. Let's see here. I'm running on a few different issues. So I think that's all of those. And I think this is one of those as well, if I remember right. I think I cracked it. No, I did not crack it open. I didn't want to crack it open because it's sealed with a certificate of authenticity. Dynamite Forces Inc. And I don't know. I don't like this and I mean, it's kind of cool to have a certificate of authenticity, but what am I supposed to do with the comic? Can I open that? Do I need to? I already have 4 of them, probably. The other one, let's see what we got here. So once again, at Liefeld, he's seen a woman, right? Like, I know he has. He's married, isn't he? No, wow. You just started right off, just right on that back cover. Can't spare anything. This is another first issue, but to a different series, apparently. It's looking scarier than everything else. Where is the title page? I'm going to look for a year on it, but I guess I don't see one. Yeah, well, guess I don't see one. I think we can tell safely by the art, this is still probably 97, 98, maybe 96. Definitely in that time frame. It's good looking stuff. I do like it. You get that nostalgia vibe off of it. That's just a really big gorilla. I'm trying not to get so much glare on that page. And Supreme, what's Supreme doing here? Looks like there's the covers. Yeah, well, that's the covers. I could show you the covers firsthand, too. Evangeline Prelude. And we just went right to the back page, too. Huh. Rejects. Dream of Jeannie. She's 7 inches tall. And she has no articulation. And we can tell that from here. Comes the finest female action figure ever made. I'm sure it is. She doesn't move at all. Like we can see that. There's no movement at all. This looks like the exact same thing. Another issue of the same issue. It's funny. I think this one has 5. Yeah. Not sure which cover I like the best here. Yeah, that's all of them. Anyway, there. 2 issues. 2. And between the 2 issues, I was able to secure like 9 different covers. That just seems wild of all the same comic. And now, how can he draw? I mean, I guess there's still some. Let's just look at those for a second together. At the torso length. Rob. I cut you slack all the time. I talk about how much I love your art. And, you know, it's stylized. It's supposed to be, it doesn't have to be accurate. It just needs to be fun. But sometimes, man, I gotta look at your stuff and I think, you were in a hurry that day, right? Like, nobody checked your work. This is a little weird looking. And yet, here it is. And it, as weird as it looks, I still like it. I still think it adds something cool to it. Well, let's see. Looking at all these issues I got. Number one. I probably like that one the best. And that's the one that's sealed away that I can't even get to. It's certainly probably one of the least weird. But anyway, that's it. That's pretty much all I got. I like getting these kind of obscure time capsule comics from the 90s. The Coven is definitely one of those. And hey, if you see them out there, you've already seen what's inside. Feel like picking it up. You know what? I just saw this knee. This knee is really bothering me. It's broken. Dang it, Rob. You know what? That's not even Rob. I can't even blame Rob Liefeld on that. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later. Have a happy Halloween. Bye.